Hello everyone, welcome to Fireside Chat with Shaifali once again. As you all know that this year 2022 marks the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relationships between India and Japan. The Indo-Japan Business Council has decided to host a number of series or events, I can say, that includes business sessions, lectures, cultural programs, and more to celebrate this momentous year. Let us work together to forge a vibrant India-Japan relationship for future generation. For more details, please visit our official website www.ijbc.org. So today I'm here with a very popular guest, which is popularly known by his stage name, the rapper Big T. His actual name is Samir Mohanty. So let me brief a little bit about my guest. Samir Mohanty was born in Orissa to a Japanese mother and an Indian father. Samir was keen on being a rapper ever since American rapper Eminem hit the charts with his song 8 Mile, inspiring millions of fans across the world. Samir started rapping at the age of 17, inspired by rawness and the sheer power of freedom of expression. He began to pen down his own thoughts in the form of rhymes. Each one of us has struggles, however big or small, and struggle is the only thing that keeps us at our feet grinding. His lyrics predominantly focuses on uplifting lives and inspiring people to overcome everyday struggle. Let me give a brief insight of his work. He won Radio City Freedom Award for the Best Hip Hop Artist. The CM of Odisha has appraised his music videos and shared them. He even shared the stage with the CM on numerous occasions and performing for him in over 15 cities. His first ever Odia rap song titled Muheli Odia. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong.
No, that's
That
totally fine. Yeah.
okay. That went viral with over just a moment with over 10K shares and a million views. He has worked with Mr. Subrato Bagchi, founder of Mindtree, on the anthem for skilled in Odisha. His viral hit Are You Indian has over 100K shares and 8 million organic views across social media and screened on Dreams Film Festival. He has collaborated and created songs with various brands such as Colgate, Red Bull, Big Bazaar, Brand Factory, Red FM, Nissan, Tuxedo, Biggie's Burger, Mr. Wealthy, NFT. He also has collaborated with industry stalwarts such as Sunidhi Chauhan, Sneha Khanwalkar, Hardcore, and Dan Sami, as well as worked on the Bollywood movie Detective Vyomkesh Bakshi. You can find him on social media by the name rapper Big Deal, which I announced previously. So welcome, Samir. Should I call you rapper Big Deal or Samir on my show today?
Samir is all good. Thank you for having me, Shaifali. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and welcome to Fireside Chat with Shaifali.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction and you're welcome.
And I would like to tell my audience that it was really a big deal for me to call you over this Fireside Chat because I tried a lot and finally I got the opportunity when I meet you over stage.
Thank you so much. I'm really sorry we had a lot of back and forth and it didn't go through, but now we are finally here and I'm glad to be here right now.
Thank you. So Samir, if I start with my show, I would like to know something about your childhood because you have the origin of Japan and India altogether.
I
So could you
lost
please
you
tell me
there,
a little bit
Shaifali.
about your family, your childhood?
You want to know about my childhood. So I was born in this town called Puri. I was born to a Japanese mother and an Indian father. And yeah, I mean, when I was born, my mom had jaundice, and the doctor was like, the baby cannot drink the mother's milk, or he'll get jaundice too and he will die. So I ended up growing up with my aunt and uncle because of that. So I pretty much had a very local upbringing, if I may say so. But I was also exposed to the Japanese culture as and when I started growing up towards uh, the time I was like 6 to 8 years old. I started visiting my parents, real parents, more often. And yeah, so.
So how difficult it was for you, like, okay, first of all, do you know Japanese language?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not really amazing at it. I can manage, I guess. Just that it's a very difficult language to learn, and just being here and not being able to communicate with anybody in Japanese has proven difficult for me to learn the language. But I think I'm okay.
So how was your childhood like? You are having a Japanese element in your family, and then the whole sort of Indian background. Have you what it was all like?
Well, like I said, I grew up with my aunt and uncle. So for the first few years, till I was six, I had a very local upbringing, very Indian upbringing. But then I got exposed to the Japanese culture from my mom, and the Japanese food, or the Japanese comics, Japanese books that the government used to provide for me, and all these things, and that was pretty exciting for me as well. Like it was something very different, and I was very excited by it as a kid.
So sorry if my video get paused in between because of unstable Wi-Fi connection.
Right, right. It's all good. It's okay for now.
So uh, your interest got into Japanese because of food and the books you read. So how different you find it, because you were able to see the both culture, like the
Mhm.
Japanese one and the Indian one. So how different you feel both of the things?
Well, it's very different. It's dramatically different. And it's great that way, actually, because they have two different cultures coming together when you look at me. I enjoy that. I really genuinely enjoy that. They're dramatically different as far as food, culture, um, dressing, everything. In fact, the people in themselves are different. So I enjoy it. I enjoy variety. So
So you have any specific Japanese favorite food in your list, except sushi,
oh
because we all know about sushi.
yeah, I would have to say yakitori. Yakitori is like grilled chicken. It's amazing. I like oroshi soba as well. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah. I can think of those. And of course, miso soup. It's amazing. I love miso soup.
Have you been to Japan so far?
Oh yes, I've been there like I don't know, many times, numerous times. Like since I was a kid, I visited there, and I can continue visiting Japan now, as in when I grew up. And I was supposed to go to Japan for a tourism project in the year 2020. Everything was set and the song was ready, everything was good. But because of Corona, that got postponed indefinitely. But I look forward to working with the Japanese government and the tourism department again. And I'm very excited by it.
Sure. So while traveling to Japan and being there for various times, how you see your mother's country? Like what difference or what specific thing you like and you want to implement it in India?
Oh, Japanese people are very disciplined, and they are very hardworking. I really like that aspect. And they're very conscious about the surrounding. Like they really care about, uh, they just care about themselves. I like that about them. They care about the surrounding. They take care of, they don't trash the roads. And they're so disciplined, like they work, they have, if someone has to reach a certain point at a certain time, they make sure they're there. I really like that. and they are very polite. I love that they're so polite and just genuinely nice people, some of the nicest people around the world. Um, yeah, I think the politeness beats everything, the way they greet you. And I have numerous experiences that could give an example of their politeness. And I'm just very astounded by it because uh, I wouldn't say you don't find polite people in India, but I would say that Japanese people as a whole are more polite than anyone else in the world. So I really like that aspect for sure.
So far, what I know, you have written a lot of lyrics for your song, and it's in Odia language, I guess, in Hindi, Odia. So, is there
Yeah.
any song related to Japanese language, written in Japanese language?
See, I predominantly rap in English, Hindi, and Odia, but I definitely have plans of collaborating with Japanese artists. I don't want to go like write an entire song in Japanese because that's not my forte, and I don't want to seem like I'm not like I don't want to seem lost as a rapper. I know what I want to do, the path I want to follow, but I definitely have plans of using Japanese phrases, Japanese one-liners in the lyrics, and Japanese words. Yes, most definitely to stay true to my roots.
Sure. So, how your journey started as a rapper? I now want to know about that, your journey.
Sure. So I was in this boarding school in Darjeeling. Is the St. Paul School, Darjeeling, the place where Mehuna was shot, the movie. And every Saturday they used to show us a movie. So this one Saturday they showed us this movie called 8 Mile by Eminem. And yeah, after I watched the movie, I was like supremely inspired, and it just made perfect sense to me. I just wanted to rap, and I didn't know that I would pursue it as a career or anything. I just wanted to rap because I felt good. It felt really good, and I just continued doing it, and eventually it turned into a hobby, turned into a career.
So far, how many songs you have launched of your own?
Oh, I have at least put out like 50, 60 songs. I have probably made 500 songs already. So yeah.
Wow, it's quite a long list of songs, which
Yes.
may take me for like a couple of days to complete that songs. So any favorite song you are having in your mind right now, which you can suggest our listeners who are much into hip hop and rap?
Okay. I recently released a song called Puri Toka. I love that song. I think they should check that out. I also released my album called Samir Rishu Mohanty. That's my name. So there are a lot of amazing songs on there, like 9 songs to be precise. They should check that out as well.
So Samir Rishi Mohanty is the song is all about you, or you have portrayed some other person over there?
No, no, it's all about me. It's actually an album of 9 songs, and actually, yes, Samir Rishu Mohanty is also a song in the album, the title song. So yeah, it's all about me, my journey, and everything. Yes.
Somewhere I have heard about your journey as a child, like some people being a little bit racist at the start. How you tackle that incidents? Being a child, it's
Um,
very problematic thing.
yeah, it was difficult for me. Yeah. I just wanted to fit in really bad because I was the only kid who had these Oriental features in the entire town and the entire school. So a lot of kids teased me and all. I just wanted to be normal. It came to a point where I hated the way I looked. I thought I was very ugly and nobody would like me. It was sort of like that. And I had this whole identity crisis. Like, why do I look like this? When my parents that I grew up with, like my aunt and uncle is who I grew up with, and they are completely Odia, and I don't look like them. So I had this whole confusion going on in my mind. Yeah, kids used to call me names and all that, Japanese, Chinese, Chinky, Momo, all these kind of things. And I didn't even know it was racism. And a lot these kids didn't even know it was racism because it wasn't the highlighted issue back then. Uh, so now things are much better, but I still believe there's a lot of racism still going on in our country, India, right now. And I still go through it. That's why I made songs about it. Yeah.
Anything you want to say to audience on regarding this particular topic, because you are a living example for that. This sort of racism, it's not good actually, because you were brave enough to overcome that thing, but a lot of people are not that brave enough. So do you have any words for that?
I just want to say that everyone's equal. Everybody's equal. We are all born as human beings, the same flesh and blood. It's very important that we see each other as human beings before this religion, that country, that caste, this creed. I personally, as a person, have never ever differentiated against anyone. I've always seen people as they are, either a good person or a bad person. I see people as they are. Doesn't matter where they're from. I've never had that. And in fact, I haven't done that to people, but I've seen people do that to me. It's pretty hypocritical in a way of people when they see me not do it to them. Where I could do it. There are like I could be racist too. You know what I'm trying to say? But I've never been racist, and yet people have been racist back. And this is funny because some of my friends have been racist with me, like even in college. So, and back then I used to take it like a joke, but now I'm very serious about that. Like, no, you cannot make fun of my features or just pass an offhand comment about my eyes or my eyebrows or my nose or the way I look or my anything. You know what I'm trying to say? No, you cannot pass that comment. It's just it's just rude. It just shows that you are not a good human being. So all I want to tell people is like see people for what they are. Doesn't matter where they're from, because a lot of people can shock you in a good way once you get to know them. So
Sure. Thank you for your words on this, because many of our friends from Northeast India still faces this sort of problem in whole of India, and I got to know it happens in Northeast India itself. So being an Indian, I'm sorry for that.
no, 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 that's you. You're really sweet, and it's like definitely not you, but there are people who do it. So.
Yeah. So Samir, you brought up in born and brought up in, sorry, in Orissa, and then you had your schooling in Northeast India, and I suppose your graduation has also been there. Now you are
No,
living in some other state, I guess.
yeah. So I'll just make that clear. So I studied in Puri for some time. Then I went to a boarding school in Darjeeling. Darjeeling is not the northeast, but they say it's like almost there. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah,
like
it's
neighboring.
it's not.
Yeah. So it's almost there. And yeah, after that I came to Bangalore, and then I was in Bombay. Now I'm in Bangalore again, and I'll be going to Bombay again. So it's just a very nomadic lifestyle. Because I go where my career takes me. I'm never actually in one place. uh, just in last month, I've been to Odisha, Pune, Bombay, uh, Dubai. It's just been like a whole roller coaster because of my shows and work. So yeah, I go where my work takes me.
So how was your experience in Bangalore? How it's going there? Because
Oh,
being
hmm.
yeah.
Bangalore is amazing. I love Bangalore. It's a very warm city. It's very uh, nice. I really like Bangalore. The weather and the people, everything is great. I have a lot of friends here. I enjoy Bangalore a lot. Yeah.
And how about Mumbai? Because you moved to Mumbai for some time.
Oh yeah, I was in Bombay only for like I don't know, 3 4 months, and then Corona hit, and I have to come back. Excuse me.
Right now, your base is Bangalore, or you have any plan to move to Mumbai once again?
Yeah, I have. I think I should be moving to Mumbai in the next 6 months. Yeah, I like I said, my career takes me. I go wherever my career takes me. Although Bangalore is a beautiful city and everything is great here, Mumbai is a place I need to be at for my music career.
Sure. So, how's the response you are getting from your fans for regarding your rapping, your songs? Because it's in English and Odia, and most of the people in India prefer generally English or something in Hindi. I don't know about it, but yes, I think most of the people are more into Hindi or English songs. So, how you
Mhm.
find your path in that? How you
Um,
creating your way in that?
to start with, I think it's very important for us to know who we are, where we're from, and rap is a very authentic form of music, very authentic. So you cannot fake being a rapper. You know, if you fake being a rapper, people are gonna see through it, and you'll be discarded very easily, just like that. And I believe staying true to myself is very important, and that's what I have done. Even when I'm rapping in Odia, I have found an audience because of that. Even though I don't look Odia, you know, I still found a massive audience in Orissa, and uh, went on to work with the chief minister and so many eminent personalities and the tourism, etc., etc. And it happened because I'm authentic to myself, you know, where I'm from. I don't need to fit in. I don't need to make a Punjabi song. I'm not from Punjab. Of course, Punjabi music is very popular, but I don't need to rap in Punjabi because that's not me, right? So I believe in carving my own path, not following anyone's path. That's always been my goal. Uh, I like I said, I'm a very authentic artist. For me, um, I prefer the little real love I get over a lot of fake love. You know what I mean? And people see through the fakeness eventually. So I also rap in English and Hindi, of course, and that's another aspect of my music, and that's helped me find audiences outside Odisha, um, all across India, in fact. And I found an audience, a massive audience in the Northeast, because I spoke about racism there, and yeah, people connected with my songs, and so it's kind of I've had a very unique journey. I don't think there's another rapper like me across the world. I think I'm the only one who is me, and yeah, I'm very happy and proud of my journey, and I think it's just gonna keep growing, and I am gonna keep moving ahead with the love of the people.
Sure. And how was your experience, or when you received award from CM and your song got shared by a CM and you shared the stage with him, because it's a big honor.
Yeah. Oh, it was incredible. I had absolutely no idea that it was gonna happen. Uh, but the universe works in mysterious ways, you know. So I just believe in putting the work in. Just keep working, keep putting good music out. Eventually, this meets that, that meets this, and then there's whole reaction happening, and then suddenly something amazing happens. You know what I mean? I'm a strong believer in the energies of the universe, and I think you just need to keep working, and amazing things will continue happening.
And are we going to listen any of your rapper, your song in Bollywood movie or somewhere, or you are going to launch it individually?
I have had few offers from Bollywood that's come in recently, and I would see if it happens or not, because again, it's a very, how do I put it? Not dicey or dodgy, but it's very erratic, and it's not confirmed. You know, things don't get confirmed. So if I get into Bollywood, I want to bring my style there. I would never be trying to fit in and trying to sell myself off. I would never do that. Uh, I want to stay, like I said, I'm a very authentic artist. I don't want to sell out. I'll never want to sell out. So even if I do Bollywood, it'll be in my style. And of course, even if there's no Bollywood, the independent scene is so big now. There's so many new opportunities. The rap scene is growing tremendously across India, and so many artists are making tremendous strides in their career without Bollywood. You don't really need Bollywood anymore for you to survive, because India as a whole has such a huge population that there are enough music consumers. And I know Bollywood music is really big, but eventually with time, that thing's gonna balance itself out. Just give it a few years, and hip hop will be at the same level as Bollywood music. And by hip hop, I mean, in fact, independent music will be at the same level. Because if you look at America, the music is actually bigger than Hollywood. And that's pretty inspiring if you look at it. Because music is such a big thing, such a big thing across the world. And in India as well, it's headed there. Without the influence of Bollywood, I'm not saying they have a bad influence or anything, but I don't think that we have to depend on Bollywood to make a living through music. That's not something I believe in. I'm good. I've hardly worked for Bollywood. I'm really good. I don't need that. And I know a lot of artists who are really good, really good without Bollywood, and Bollywood wants them really bad. There's a huge demand for them in Bollywood, and they're cool. They're cool where they are. So yeah.
And in your brief introduction, I have seen that you shared the screen or stage with a lot of singers. It's hardcore, Sunidhi Chauhan, Adnan Sami as well. So you shared the stage for a song, or it was some commercial?
No, it was for songs. We collaborated on songs. Yeah, movie songs. There was a Kannada movie song where there was Adnan Sami and me on a song. And my own song had Sunidhi Chauhan in it, the song that released recently. She sang on it. I've collaborated with Sneha Khan Walker on a Bollywood movie and hardcore on songs as well.
And there's a work in Detective Vyomkesh Bakshi. So
That's
there's
the
a
one I
song.
worked with Sneha Khan Walker. Uh, she is the music director for Detective Vyomkesh Bakshi and Gangs of Wasseypur and all these movies. So yeah, I worked with her on that movie as well.
And how you got introduced with all these people?
I
Little
guess
tricky question.
no, I mean it's just like I said, it's my music and the music reaches out, right? A lot of fans are sharing and people are listening. There's views coming, comments coming, likes coming. So what happens is it somehow reaches them. They also see the whole momentum building, and if they believe in the momentum, believe in me as an artist, and like my music, they want to collaborate, and that's how it happens. It's a very natural process.
So do you have any plan to sing outside India? Means any event you're going to participate?
Oh yes, I would love to start with Japan. I would love to perform there and do shows and work more in Japan for sure. Maybe with the association with IJBC, it would be possible for sure.
And in that case, what will be your backdrop of song or the theme? Because being a Odia person means being an
Mhm.
Indian and performing in Japan.
I would definitely bring my Japanese flavor there for sure. I will have songs that will entertain the Japanese audience as well, but also I will bring uh, the soul of India along with me. So there'll be a lot of Indian instruments that they might not have heard before, and which will sound very fresh to their ears for sure. Also, I'll bring in, so I'll try to basically the person I am. I'm the bridge between India and Japan, right? So with my music, I want to bring that music there, that bridge music where our both of our cultures just flawlessly get married to each other.
So, okay. Uh, Now I talk something about India. What you would like to implement in Odisha, means coming from Odisha city. So is there anything you would like to implement there? Because what I understand, still some of the states, some of the cities in India are lacking to get the resources, and you being the example, do you have anything in mind that it should get implemented over there in that cities or state, so a lot of talent can come out or can be recognized?
Mhm. I definitely have a plan of setting up a label in the future, um, a music label where I would sign budding artists and give them the platform that I never had while I was coming up, you know. So it's easier for them to just break through. And of course, my experience uh, with the music industry, I definitely have plans with that. And I think it should happen in a few years for sure.
Yeah, because we can see nowadays we are getting a lot of good singers, lot of good artists from Northeast India, from South India. Their films are doing absolutely wonders now.
Yes,
So
yes,
they have been ignored for a long, long time. And
yes.
I can say that proudly that some younger generation are taking up the challenge like you and coming out of that zone and establishing a
Thank
new
you.
name for them.
Thank you very much.
So, okay, when you went to Japan for the first time,
Mhm.
what was the happiest moment or some funniest incident happened with you? Because we people
Mhm.
always have some or the other funniest moment with us.
Funny, I don't know, but happy definitely would be when I visited Disneyland. That was like amazing. One of the best days of my life, I would say. I was a kid and I would still visit it. I'm still a kid when it comes to things like that. I love the Disneyland. I went to the Disney Sea Park as well. That's amazing. But Disneyland beats Sea Park. And yeah, I want to visit it again, in fact, since you asked me the question.
And what you want to explore there in Japan once again whenever you go there.
Oh, I want to go to Osaka. I want to go explore. I've been to Kyoto, Kanazawa, Fukui, and all that. I definitely want to go to the islands and experience the islands in Japan. I want to experience the food. I miss the food, Japanese food. I yeah, and of course, I want to just like experience culture there. And I want to experience cherry blossoms, which I missed. My mom was calling me to go to Japan this time, but I had a lot of work, and I couldn't go. I missed cherry blossoms. So that's another thing I really want to witness.
And you have been to almost all the parts of India, I guess, till now. So, what is there any state or city you missed and you want to be there?
Ah, I think I would have to say Himachal. Himachal is very, very beautiful. I love Himachal. Um, that's one place I want to visit again. I wouldn't mind checking out other parts of Himachal. Like I've been to Shimla, I've been to Kasol, Manali, and all that. But I would like to check out other places as well. And of
And
course,
what
Leh
about?
Ladakh. How can I forget Leh Ladakh? That's one place I really want to visit.
I guess it's in bucket list of each and every Indian
Yeah,
to
yes,
have a road trip
absolutely.
or some or the other trip in Leh Ladakh.
Absolutely, yes.
And what sort of culture you would like to explore, or you would like other people living in Japan to come India and explore that places?
Oh, no, Japan, Japanese people, I think would really enjoy Andamans. I just feel like they would enjoy Andamans because it has such a rich underwater life. So I think Andamans would be a fabulous place for Japanese people to experience, in my opinion.
And is there anything you want to say to Japanese people? Because a lot of time happened that Japanese only know about Taj Mahal, curry, and some or the other thing in India. So, what are the things you would like to tell them that India is having more than that, or India is beyond that
Oh
things?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, India has so many beautiful places to visit here. In fact, my uncle got married in India, um, remarried, like that was his second marriage, and so he got married in India, and he had this whole India tour here. He went everywhere. He went to Jaipur and that whole Lake Palace and all of these places. You know, he went to the mountains. He went to the beaches. He went to Kerala. All of these beautiful places, and all I want to say to the Japanese people is India has a lot to offer. There are a lot of beautiful places, and yeah, I mean the usual culprit, Agra, Taj Mahal, is like great, but there's so much more.
Sure. And what sort of food you will prefer to get them tasted over here? Because one time happened, I took the interview of a famous YouTuber, and she
Mhm.
was fond of pani puri,
Pani
and I
puri.
was like,
Wow. Okay.
oh, being a
Okay.
Japanese pani puri is being the favorite side dish is like, oh my god.
Wow. Okay. I had no idea, but I would expect like Japanese people to not eat too spicy food. Like as far as I know them, they don't eat too spicy food. So I think, I think, huh, butter naan would be good for them, I guess. Butter naan definitely, and Indian food is quite spicy if you think about it. So it's difficult for me to choose something, but butter naan, yes.
Sure, sure. So, what are the events we are going to see Samir physically in Bangalore or Pune or Mumbai, somewhere in near future? Are there any
Um,
plans?
yeah, we are planning a tour right now. My team and I, we are planning a tour. Hopefully, a lot of cities. Hopefully, like Kolkata, Gangtok, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, of course. All of these cities. We're planning a tour, and I hope to make it happen soon.
Sure. And what are new things which we can see Samir in that, except your music,
Uh,
your song?
New things except my music and songs. Well, that's pretty much what I do all day. I just make music, and I think you can expect more music. I don't know what else. Like I'll be traveling a lot. I have this newfound, not newfound. I've always loved traveling, but I was kind of holed up because of Corona. Now that it's gone away, I'll be traveling. I have a trip coming up to Bali in July, so that's coming up. Yeah, and yeah, I'll hope to visit more places soon.
Sure. And Radio City, you won the award, Radio City Freedom Award for the best hip hop or rap artist. How it was what is all about it? Radio City
Uh,
Freedom Award.
yeah, it's an award show for independent artists. I think it's the biggest award show for independent artists, and they have these categories. And I won the best hip hop artist jury award. So that was pretty incredible, and yeah, it was an amazing experience, and it just it was a lot of validation for the efforts I was putting into my music. Just winning an award makes you feel very validated, and you want to continue doing the work you're doing.
And while rapping your song, like you write the song, you sing that song, but there are a lot of efforts include behind the scenes.
Mhm.
So are you having a whole sort of team with you, or you do all alone?
No. I definitely have a big team with me as far as the video is concerned, but the music, I make my music right here. Make my music. go hit the studios where I record with my team there. Like you have your mixing engineer, recording engineer, etc., etc. Then you have the mastering engineer. Then you get the song done, and then you have someone who does the artwork, someone who shoots, not someone who shoots the videos. They have a whole bunch of people, maybe 20, 30 people shooting the video, and there's so much going on. Yeah, it's I cannot say it's just me, and of course you have your management and your label. So it's a whole bunch of teams, a lot of people working behind the scenes.
And whole this process takes how much time? Like I know it's a hard work and it takes
Mm.
a lot of time, but since
Mm.
still it takes how much time?
I would say like a song with a music video would definitely take like a 15, no, a month, I would say, yeah. 15,
A
20
month.
days to a month, yeah.
My God. So I think it's a really hectic task to be completed after writing a
Yeah,
song and
yeah,
singing that,
yeah.
like a
It's a
post
lot of work.
production sort of things, pre and post
Yeah,
production.
pre and post, there's a lot of work. Pre, then you go shoot and matching the dates, and it's a lot of work. It's not easy as it looks on screen, yeah.
So usually your songs get released on OTT platforms like the YouTubes and or where people watch it can watch that
Yeah, yeah.
songs.
The YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, all over, you know.
Sure. So your songs is on Spotify as well.
Yes, yes, all my songs.
So because I want all the people who are seeing this interview would get your the list of songs of yours and can listen that thing. So
That's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Shaifali.
welcome. So anything else you want to say to our audience today?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun talking with you and how people enjoy this interview. And yeah, stay tuned to IJBC. They're amazing. We're going to do some amazing things together in the future. And I look forward to amazing future ahead with IJBC.
Sure, thank you, Samir. And I would say all the best on behalf of IGBC team, on behalf of me as well. And it
Thank
was
you.
wonderful watching you performing in Phoenix Mall. That
Thank you
and
very
I
much.
can see you were literally able to pull the crowd over there. People were dancing on your song.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so
keep
much.
the keep your work good work, and I would really want to see some of the collabs of yours with Japanese people, Japanese artists,
For sure.
and performing in Japan
Absolutely.
as well.
For sure. Thank you so much.
So thank you once again. So this was
Thank
Samir
you.
Mohanty with me, a young dynamic rapper loaded with multiple talent who is chasing his dream of being world's #1 rapper born in Orissa. So before I say bye until for the next time, I promise to bring such inspiring stories to you all once again and every time. So don't forget to visit our website www.igbc.org for upcoming series of Fireside Chat and events. Also don't forget to subscribe our official IGBC YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Shafali.